Hi, y'all. I am coming to you from Tennessee. This is the Buffalo River, and I am in an area that is called the Western Highland Rim. Not really sure what that means, except that a couple of years ago I took a naturalist class, and with that I learned that there are 9 geological zones in the state, which makes it a pretty amazing place to live. Um, so if you're working and working's not working or whatever it is, I'm trying to make some intentions for myself. So that's what this goal of mine is, to come down here on a weekly basis and record just spending some time in nature, right? So there was a time in my life where working, I loved what I did, but working wasn't working, for example. And I just kept having this thing where I was saying, if I could, I would. And part of that was um, really to spend more time in nature and connecting with what it really means to have that kind of like human experience, right? We get this chance once, and I felt like I kind of got caught up in the rat race a little bit too much, and it was so exhausting that I ended up like not taking advantage of um, yeah, I was just a little bit too tired all the time, right? You probably feel that same way. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, um, I love coming down here because every once in a while I like to find really cool things. And, I'm looking at things from more of a visual perspective: colors, weights, textures, sounds, sensory experiences. So, um, it'd be really cool to learn a little bit more about like the geology and the rock formations and like all that science stuff. Um, but that's for another day, right? But my encouragement in this process is to remind us to take a break, go a little slow, notice what you're noticing, try and schedule into your time each week an opportunity where you unplug, literally, figuratively, from all of your distractions. And if you can't get outside, or if you live in a different part of the world or part of the country, maybe this experience is just what you need. If you don't have a park down the road, or if you live in a city, or transportation is difficult. So anyway, I have no idea if people are watching this or not. I'm just kind of making this a commitment to myself to share with you. um, so so this is December 15th. Super beautiful day. Totally unexpected beautiful day. I mean, I don't know if you can see it, but we'll the shadows and the reflections. Um, Mid-December, and I'm ready to say goodbye to this year. Ready to say goodbye and have new exciting things in the new year. So I don't know about you, but if this inspires you to do anything like that, that would be awesome. So one of the things that I'm doing, I'm going to take that rock back with me later, is reading from this book. So I'm still in the section on impermanence, and I think there's 3 or 4 here that I want to read, ending with a Walt Whitman one. So what we're going to do is I'm going to set you up, and you can watch and listen to the water here. And then I'll take you on a little bit of walk. We'll go up to the bluff up there and just kind of get this view of this area from a different perspective, right? So that's another like life lesson. Sometimes we encounter problems, and maybe we want to see something from different angles, right? Or thinking about how I'm reminded lately about how we just think everyone thinks and sees things differently. We all have our own life experiences, we have our own life paths, and I've just been reminded of that lately, that people maybe see the world slightly differently, right? Okay, so let's get set up here. Trying to get a good spot of the sunshine, and some calm water. A few weeks ago, we were at this mushroom tree. So I'm gonna walk over there, get us set up. anyway, hope everybody is doing well. And just a reminder to, look up, look down, notice things that maybe you wouldn't notice in your normal life. Walk a little bit slower, channel that inner child maybe, and like, look at bugs or what have you. Or yeah, so a couple of weeks ago, we were looking at the mushrooms on this tree over here. A lot less, actually. And it's fun because we can see this tree when we go up to the bluff. Alrighty. Just take some time just to enjoy the view. Okay. This first one is from a Polish author, translated. Czesław Milos. I'm sorry, I don't know the correct pronunciation. Born 1911, died 2004. It's called Encounter. We were riding through frozen fields in a wagon at dawn. A red wing rose in the darkness. And suddenly, a hare ran across the road. One of us pointed to it with his hand. That was long ago. Today, neither of them is alive, not the hare nor the man who made the gesture. Oh, my love, where are they? Where are they going? The flash of a hand, streak of a movement, rustle of pebbles. I ask not out of sorrow, but in wonder. Some pebble sounds for you. This one is Greek. Yanis Ritsos, 1909 to 1990. Those are good numbers. January 4. And suddenly, a memory of birds that sank into the unknown. There's one here that's called Ode to a Dead Carob Tree, but it's actually a couple of pages long, so I'm going to skip that to the Walt Whitman for today. Yep, okay. Reconciliation by Walt Whitman, 1819 to 1892. Word overall, beautiful as the sky. Beautiful that war and all of its deeds of carnage must in time be utterly lost. That the hands of the sisters death and night incessantly softly wash again and ever again the soiled world. For my enemy is dead, a man divine as myself is dead. I look where he lies, white-faced and still, in the coffin I draw near. I bend down and touch lightly with my lips the white face in the coffin. I'll read one more. This is by Philip Larkin, 1922 to 1985. Days. What are days for? Days are where we live. They come, they wake us time and time over. They are to be happy in. Where can we live but days? Ah, solving that question brings the priest and the doctor in their long coats running over the fields. Days. That's kind of like what I was talking about a few minutes ago. Just thinking about having human existence, and this is my goal of coming down here on a regular basis. The tree's moving. So one of the things that I want to